10, it's Herbert. And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. From the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On second down, Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Cousins to throw it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Off play action, Fields. They'll roll it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown!
Velus Jones,
his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact caught the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Done.
Play fake. Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
They run it again with Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle to Wangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On 3rd down, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And this is caught. Jennings. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive, because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They're going for Jefferson downfield. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There's another truck.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Play action. It's Fields.
Touchdown Bears! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They go play action. Cousins drops this off with Nwangu. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! Irv Smith Jr., a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get a bit closer.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Cousins will try and throw. And now here's another interception. He's at the 50.
But there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Ebner going to like to bring this out of the end zone here. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
On play action, Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
His throw incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 33.
101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
2nd and 14.
Throwing is Cousins. Ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Third and long for Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a fourth down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Bears 21, Vikings 19.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
Velus Jones
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Now Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. Man open, here is Crowder.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
Velus Jones,
75 yards.
And the Bears will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. Makes it a two-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
He'll let this go for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's Fields.
Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Fields trying to throw for it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Bears,
they get their 6th win of the season against 10 losses.